order of operations. Is there any way this does not end in answer with decimals or remainders? Let's take a look. Here we have 9 times -8 times 7 divided by -5. And because we only have one answer for this question, it depends on what the answer is. If the answer has decimals, then it has decimals, then I cannot change that. So let's just go ahead and compute this. Notice that we have multiplication and division, and let's review the order of operations right here on the side. This is how I like to show you guys. So we have different levels for the order of operations. The bottom level is when we have addition and also subtraction. Sometimes when you see both addition and subtraction in the same expression, you are just going to proceed from left to right, and that's the key. You don't always do subtraction first, or you don't always do addition first. It depends, left to right, if they both appear. Next, right here, we have multiplication and also division. Right here, we use dots for multiplication. And again, they are on the same level, so we are going to proceed from left to right. It's not always the multiplication first though. Let me just emphasize that. And then let me just finish this right here. For this, anything other than these 4, I call them special operations, such as square roots, such as exponents, and later on you'll learn a lot more functions, such as logarithms, but that will be in Algebra 2 or something. And lastly, of course, the parentheses, but more precisely, is the inside of the parentheses. So this right here is the order of operation pyramid. We follow this. This right here has the highest priority. Whatever you see, right, you do it first. So let's check. We do have parentheses though, but key is we look at the inside. Is there anything going on inside? No, this is just a number -8, so there's nothing to do. Likewise, we have parentheses -5, so again, nothing to do, right? And you should also remember that the parentheses means to multiply sometimes. For example, we can say 5 times 2 like this, but we can also write it as 5 with a dot right here, right? This is also 5 times 2. And lastly, we can also replace the dot with parentheses like this, 5 times 2, so you get 10. Right? Keep all this in mind. All right, now we don't have special exponents or square roots, no special operations. So we check. We have multiplication and division, and that's the only things that we have. So we proceed from left to right, okay? So here we go. Let's go ahead and work out 9 times -8. 9 is positive, -8 is negative. Positive times negative, we get negative. 9 times 8, remember your times table, we get 72. And then you bring down the rest. Multiply, remember the dot means to multiply, and then we have 7, and then bring down the divided by -5. Next, again, we have multiplication and division, proceed from left to right. So, -72 times 7, negative times positive, we get negative. And then for -72 times 7, let's do it on the side. Let me just write down 72 times 7. Okay, 7 times 2 is 14. And then 7 times 7, remember your times table, is 49. 49 plus 1, we get 50. So this right here is 504. Continue, bring down the division, and then we are dividing by a negative number. Okay, negative divided by negative, the result is positive, but you do not have to put down the positive symbol. You don't have to do that, all right? Because when you write down a number like this, it's meant to be positive 10 already. So for 504 divided by -5, let's do it right here. Long division, the first number goes on the inside and the second number goes on the outside. And here we go. 5 goes into 5 one time. 1 times 5 is 5. Subtract, we get 0. Next, we bring this down 0. 5 goes into 0 times. And then we just bring down this 4, right? And what's 5 goes into 4? How many times? 0 times. 5 goes into 4 0 times. 0 times 5 is 0, and then if we subtract, so we will have a remainder. Right here, what you can do is, you can either say the answer for this is 100 with a remainder of 4, like this, or you can just continue by using decimal. Because 504 is the same as 504.0, so go ahead, come out here, line out with a decimal point, and then bring down this 0 right here, and then you can ask yourself, 5 goes into 40 how many times? The answer is 8. 8 times 5 is 40, and then when we subtract them, hey, we're done, because the remainder right now is 0. So you can answer this question as 100 remainder 4, or you can also answer it as 100.8. And remember, negative divided by negative is positive already, so we took care of the sign, and it's either you answer it like this or you answer it like that. Moreover, you could also have answered it as a fraction, so this is just one last part. When you have this divided by that, you can also put it as negative 504 divided by negative 5. Negative divided by negative, it's positive. And 5 goes into 504 non-evenly, so you just don't reduce it. So just leave it 504 over 5. So either this, or that. Again, for the division symbol, it could be like a fraction. Just real quick, if we have 6 divided by 2, we can write it as 6 over 2, and that will give us 3. And now I just want to emphasize that when we see multiplication and division, we really do it from left to right. So the question is that we have 12 divided by 3 times 4. And let me show you the wrong way first. So the common mistake is that a lot of people will just say, hey, we have a multiplication and we use PEMDAS, right? P-E-M-D-A-S. The M is before D, so we should just multiply the 3 and 4 right here first. So we keep the 12 and we keep the division. 3 times 4, we get 12. And after that, 12 divided by 12, it seems that we get 1. But let me tell you, this right here is incorrect. That's not the correct order of operations, because when we have multiplication and division, we have to do it from left to right. The correct way is 12 divided by 3, that goes first. Left to right. 12 divided by 3, we get 4. And then you bring down the times 4, and then you work that out. 4 times 4, you end up with 16. So that's the correct answer based on the order of operations. And make sure that you kind of just study the order of operations with the pyramid way. I think it's more clear. And let me know if you have any questions. That's it.